We're taught that success is a product of endless work, 80-hour weeks, constant meetings, overflowing inboxes. But what if the most successful people aren't the ones who work the most, but the ones who have the best systems? To find out, I interrogated a lazy CEO, a man who built a thriving company by working less but smarter than anyone else. I asked him 7 questions about his productivity system. His answers are a cheat code to get more done. And his final answer to question number 7 is the one that redefines the meaning of work. Most CEOs pride themselves on working nonstop. You have a reputation for being lazy. What did they get wrong about productivity?
They see productivity as a measure of effort. They are professional firefighters, constantly running around, putting out fires, feeling heroic and busy. But being a hero is exhausting. I see productivity as a measure of design. I am an architect. I don't fight fires. I design a building made of fireproof materials. The hustle culture confuses motion with progress. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it by pouring water faster instead of just plugging the hole. The cheat code isn't to run faster on the hamster wheel, it's to dismantle the wheel and build a self-propelling engine.
That makes sense. But our to-do lists are endless. How do you decide what's truly important and what's just noise that keeps you busy?
I treat my tasks not as a list, but as a stock market. Most people give every task one share of their attention, treating them all as equal. I do the opposite. I ask one question. Which single task, if completed, will make the other tasks on this list irrelevant or easier? That task is my blue chip stock. I invest 80% of my energy there. Think of it like a game of bowling. You can try to hit each of the 10 pins individually, or you can aim for the Kingpin, the one pin that, when struck perfectly, guarantees all the others will fall. Most people spend their day trying to knock over the easy pins at the edge. I spend my day finding the Kingpin.
Even with priorities, procrastination is a constant battle. What's your system for defeating the urge to delay, especially on those high-leverage tasks?
Procrastination is not a character flaw, it's a data signal. It's your brain telling you that a task is either unclear, too large, or lacks a clear starting point. I don't fight procrastination with willpower. I dissolve it with clarity. I use the first step protocol. I take that one big, intimidating task and ask, what is the absolute, laughably small, physical first step? Not write the report, but open a new document and type the title. Not build the website, but draw one box on a piece of paper. The goal is to make the starting friction so low it's zero. It's like trying to push a train. The initial push is impossible. But if you can just get it to move 1 inch, the next inch is easier. That first inch is all that matters.
In a world of constant notifications and distractions, how do you protect your focus to do the deep work that actually matters?
Most people's workday is a series of tiny interruptions, like death by 1,000 paper cuts. My focus is not a muscle, it's a fortress, and a fortress needs walls. My walls are non-negotiable 90-minute blocks of offline time scheduled in my calendar. During these blocks, my phone is in another room. All notifications are off, and I am, for all intents and purposes, unreachable. It's a digital monastery. But the secret isn't just the wall, it's the ritual. I have a specific cup I use for tea only during these blocks, a specific playlist of instrumental music. These rituals signal to my brain it's time to build. You cannot do deep work by trying to focus. You do it by creating an environment where distraction is impossible.
Many people feel overwhelmed by meetings and emails. What's your lazy system for managing communication?
Communication is the factory floor of modern work, and most factories are chaotic. I have two simple rules. For emails, I check them only twice a day, once at noon and once at 4 p.m. This turns me from a reactive responder into a strategic processor. I treat my inbox like a mailbox, not a text message. You check your physical mail once a day, right? For meetings, every meeting invitation I receive must have a clear agenda with a desired outcome. If it doesn't, I decline with a simple message. Happy to join once there's a clear agenda. This single rule has eliminated 50% of my meetings and made the other 50% twice as effective. The goal is not to be more efficient in meetings, it's to be more ruthless about meetings.
This is about building systems, but systems can fail. How do you handle unexpected problems or fires without becoming a firefighter yourself?
A good system anticipates failure. It doesn't pretend it won't happen. For every key process in my business, I ask, what is the most likely point of failure? And then I build a circuit breaker. A circuit breaker is a predefined automatic response to a problem. For example, if a client complains, there's an automatic refund policy up to a certain amount, no questions asked. If a server goes down, there's an automatic alert to the tech lead, not to me. Think of it like a modern car. When a tire's pressure is low, a light comes on the dashboard. The car tells you what's wrong. You don't have to check each tire every day. I don't solve problems. I design systems that tell me when there's a problem and often solve it themselves.
This has been a masterclass in efficiency. So, for my final question, after all these systems, what is the single most powerful cheat code you've discovered for productivity?
The ultimate cheat code is the done is better than perfect principle, but with a twist. The twist is this: apply it only to things that are reversible. If a decision can be easily undone, a marketing email, a website color, a blog post, I demand speed and 80% quality. Just get it out the door. But for things that are irreversible, hiring a key employee, signing a long-term contract, defining the core values of the company, I am painstakingly slow and demand 99% quality. Most people get this backward. They waste weeks perfecting a reversible email and make a hasty decision on an irreversible hire. It's like a video game. You can experiment with your character's armor and weapons all you want because you can always change them. But you can't undo spending your one and only master skill point. Knowing the difference between armor and the skill point is the most productive secret I know.
You've just been given the cheat codes to productivity. If you want to get the next interrogation delivered directly to you, subscribe and turn on notifications. That's your next unfair advantage. And if this dialogue helped you, like the video so the algorithm knows to share this knowledge with others.